The smuggler's moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
Too many Mandalorians were scattered after the war, without purpose and without direction. Most became little more than raiders.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years. Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendumo paramakawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha. Kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa naret atamakcha.
Taranamo sibu endasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Bo mababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu esrectonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me borokra.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa. Javaskobo subjob, rigiso carvenoxo. Mochitosa sagrindeyo. Kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa naret atamakcha. Tahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwem tabani sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Goli rosodish, ranta kras mobas.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself. Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think. No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad. All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're going to search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile. Then just being here should be enough. People in the refugee sector don't tend to ask too many questions. We should be safe enough. All right, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its thrust into my landing pad! The problem is, you are on my landing pad. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it? That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive. Yeah, right now all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering? Done! Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Not as of yet.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Let us end this.
Time to take you down to size.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately. The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it. You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits, friend. All right. I don't know much. This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi. Refugees and war veterans. That's two names. A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and there's no work here. Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Master. But, you know, I did hear something about a bounty on Jedi, though. Something the Exchange posted. Doesn't matter, though. You're lying. You're serious. What are you doing here? Of course. Not much to... You might have more luck trying to find someone connected to the Exchange. No idea. Could be one of them crossed the Exchange. Well, they tend to lay low. To be honest, it's like with bounty hunters. You may... This sector's refuge... There's... Look, I know you probably didn't come here to save us, but I knew Jedi during the war. If I can help you, even just by keeping it... I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
I saw what you did to those Exchange thugs, stranger. Thank you, stranger.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another? The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist. Very well, but mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
And what did she want?
Nothing. Just answers to some questions.
It's okay. I already know she's a Jedi.
You do? Then why?
Trust me, Nar Shaddaa just got complicated.
Geraktada cemense bengaru rukutodo and jujuamataso benkisha. Terewana jun konata della raguno antuna. Dai rento ron kavrekare papanala ranchinga. Terace wemeno totorere senesensen. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katada. Fiora Terewana jun konata della raguno antuna. Dai rento ron kavrekare papanala ranchinga. Terace Terewana jun konata della Der rento ron to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso dosane Geraktada cemense bengaru rukutodo. Der rento ron
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Your ship? I'd lay off the spice if I were you. That's our ship, not yours.
Was I talking to you? I tell you, that ship's mine. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars. So, you admit it's not yours. How did you come by it anyway? Who did you buy it from? The registry's 34P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
Whoa, he could have gotten that information some other way than owning the ship. Come on, he's skifting us.
So, you gonna hand it over now, or are you going to be difficult? No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs.
What? It's our ship. I mean, your ship, that I fly.
Good to hear you aren't going to challenge it. That makes things a lot easier.
What are you doing? That's gonna trap us here.
I'll be going now. Get used to the solid ground beneath you.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Ugh, the stink here in the refugee sector is worse than the rest of Nar Shaddaa.
Graci ubaci kompadwana muska na boska wa. Relieba konentosha. Norahag.
Hara hinemas pemana nahisnasta hiha.
Chan Goto.
Where that came from?
Josimu poendo rakawai. Dawa Josimu. Bomababe. Bomababe want the ranamosi. Dawa Jo. The ranamosi buendasarans. Krema sukun rat.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you. It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare. I I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force, their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life. One might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination. Have you learned nothing? Healing is manipulation, and if you do not realize it yet, manipulation is done through propelling events, or selected ones, into motion. It is done through teaching, and the greatest of victories are not manipulations at all, but simply awakening others to But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
Doverenicha, yonona shitasa chuch. Wanatu mobayes. Dorcha no bankani honkades. Torsenta winoto. Tono tucha. Tocha ramakaka musran kana. Du noko herete pachasa borta. Krisocha wentense me punta. Lorcha wata yuma ni. Hodanga yuma des. Dak bota no chi tagwa ita.
Mashni manina mashna wala huda kime wat kanina na rabdishna ba nak dikdishne.
Jun sobe me rapa. No kum.
Marashni wala kene menishne me dibidishne.
Wamba siso miss.
Hara hine mash dema. Mani wak da hana hina ha power de.
Wamba siso miss.
Mashni manina mashna wala huda. Marashni wala kene menishne me dibidishna pastishni wak da hana ni menena narode. Mashni manina.
More where that came from. So, you have the look of this. Well, our kind. Well, there is plenty for them to. Now, there's a place. Jek Tar is a bar filled with cyanogen gas. It's poisonous to you and I, but the aliens drink it up and pay good. The cyanogen gas.
Tarachomo sincho kawana bota. Unta chiwita dovrei kun mi. Kawana bota da hupa bota con che chubo graio monsicuno bosh tuna dovrei kun mi. Chone mo. Kawana bota.
None taken.
Kawana bota. Dovrei kun mili Kavadumpa Kawana bota Tonghi Tonino Bapinko Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora ta yaita ta bosananansata Kawana bota yunta tanga kina
Wata grito kchimulira.
kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Ento mesh min paju, watamimcha yokolo untuado.
Kavadumpe masuraku. Herinocho.
Chopit what? Tapichayu bong. You lad. Bobrakinu. Ulga kili bot maleanu. Kipechao na kinnik. Watagri tugjimu. Bobra. Chichiskabu. Gatuga. Ulga. Na.
Oh, looks like the Jedi raised their standards. And it looks like you're not alone. Ugh, how many Jedi are on this moon anyway? Hanhar, I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine. What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce. And then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon. Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you. I don't want your life dead, Hanhar. I told you. Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if you keep... I'd rather...
You interrupting me for a reason? My boss. You not... Goto and his... For money, I assume. We don't know how he... You know... You talk to Voga. Pylon power supply badly damaged. Good, good. I give you basic access to Pylon console. Freighter with higher first two numbers has higher priority. If first two numbers tied, then higher last three numbers has higher priority. For example, P-11-115-999 has lower priority than D-15-154-111. You got it? One more thing. First two numbers are always the same. Use a Pylon power console near me to change which Pylon is powered up. You got check. You help faster. I not. Yeah. Why you speak with exchange, huh? No matter. Fast I heard they not so.
Bashna, Uchak Maniwa, Manema, Awashina, Wanawa, Barash, Nemanema, Nuda, Badesh, Barak, Bashiba, Barak, Bashiba, and Barak, Bashiba, and
Not a very good idea. Why don't you back up to... You've got some... Enjoy. Another Mandalorian. You're welcome to join us. Our clan has traveled here in search of work, and if we find a working arrangement, then I'm sure you could be included in.
I'm not here for any mercenary work. I'm here to return your clan to Duxon, where I am restoring our people to their former glory.
Mandalore? But after Revan defeated Mandalore, no new one was chosen.
I intend to rectify that error.
I have no doubt that you believe that you are Mandalore, but look at the situation we are in now. Anyone could buy a helmet from a swoop track and make such a claim. And the last time Mandalore traveled in the company of non-Mandalorians, we were pledged to Exar Kun. A Jedi? Perhaps you are deserving of the title of Mandalore. I heard rumors from Isis about Mandalorian sightings on Duxon, so perhaps there is truth to what you say. Very well, Mandalore. My clan will follow you and make for Duxon, so that another clan might be added to the strength of your army. Excuse us. We must gather the rest of our clan and deliver them the news.
King Hunka, Namkumbwe Prita, Inkonata Sunka Kran.
Kawana Abawasi Denajara Tomachunga Dosok Nunchka Tanto todos tumukarata. Mirang dosokachi. Krontonorang. Tanto todos. No. Tanto todos. Bosa. Krontonor. Tanto todos. Dosokachi. Kau. Tenanjera. Bosa non chirinta masukin kurawanka. Bosong chinsun mi karanga. Johnny Nikarai Binachi. Papa Gona. Rengundas, el Favani, Rengunda, Finan, Rengundas, el Favani.
I don't know who you are, but you... No harm done. My wife, Ada. There's a chance she may be here on Nar Shaddaa. Thing is, I can't get into the refugee set. The exchange has got the place barricaded with thugs. Now I'm almost cleaned out. I burned the last of my... Yeah? And... Well, I'm not going to turn away an offer of help. All right, stranger.
You interrupting me for a reason? You helped Fasa, so I let Ithorian go for you. You go tell him, right? Great! You not... You talk...
Kavadum? Harry.
Ulga. love. When does. Bodrashon kontichaum, King Lord Aithakun, Aithapatis. Tapichayubong, Chichistapo. Chupayubong, Nihun Kagratuk, Jimut Maliabistwa, Yomawa Mani Boba, Lord. Nihun Kagratuk, Jimut Maliabistwa, et what? Chopiti man punjame. Chopiti man punjame. Sashangin.
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have. Oh, look, here's the one with your credits. About... Confrontation. Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear... all right. Jedi Master. But you're serious, aren't you? All right, well... The bounty hunters don't have any one place where they... Are you serious? All right.
I guess the Jedi Code is still alive and well. If you say so. There's a lot of people who need help in the galaxy. If we stop to help each one, let's just accomplish...
Sarda chornilo tabedu dakaprota gocha. Crimson machitu pachamachalo aba dona sinto. Mishas Dakapro Crims Jabala Tonoranda Manakan Dawacho Simu Point Loka Kamara Tonoranda Manaka Bomba Bay want to susintumu Machabi Doko Tonoranda
This is Serico territory. Get out of here. This is Serico. That's a laugh. All right, you can go see him.
Is there any way to do that without crawling inside their head?
Hurry up and take care of your business.
If you want to find out what's going on, talk to Hussein.
Greetings. Oh, we were expecting one of the pilots from the docks sometime. He's late. I hope... Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. 50... I was afraid of that. Thank you.
Monsikuno bosh tunabu. Kawana bota yuta komet. Ontachi.
Are you one of Sakwesh's men? Don't you worry. I owe Sakwesh. Thank you. But... Thank you.
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our rank. What? Lutra's here? Please. The exchange is circling the... No one knows, but other... It's just a rumor. Please, don't cause any trouble on my behalf.
I used to serve in the Mandalorian Wars. Then the Jedi Civil War crushed the Republic.
Keep back. Really? I'm feeling a...
Shouldn't waste our time with a weak.
Hey, you look... Because if you need a... Yes. You need a pilot's license. I'd greatly...
Thank you so.
Hey, thanks for saving me.
Back again? What? Luch... What? How did you do this? I barely... You've given me my husband back, stranger. My husband, my life. Thank you.
Kavanatakalu, Kavanami Donkey Krato. Rashatugnolia yakta desa uba lia jetufurg.
Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chiluma lispa.
Thanks for taking care of Sakwesh. I fear what the exchange might do next, though. You've already helped us.
3 bricks of spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround, no, that won't work. Come back! Here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for... well, not now, anyway. Yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but, I had no choice. These thugs showed up, and, they said that you could go space yourselves, and...
Kreia, is something wrong?
Not as of yet.
Someone's trying to board a...
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here. Let us see what the exile will do.
Finally, my ticket off this hole. Looks like it's been through hell. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship? Damn right I am. What are you...
Nishasa achuto konkura. Dakaprota gocha, jar uba volpa holosha, chuba doso jibicha. Uba volpa holosha, chuba doso jibicha. Uba volpa holosha, chuba doso jibicha. Jabalakish, tochimaka, lotologo besanus. Misash. Kokparodunga nimisindo Dakaprota gocha, Jabalakish, Tochimaka, Lotologo besanus, Misash Uba volpa holosha, Dakaprota gocha, Jarkomati, Dakaprota gocha. Nikogin masiko. One,
Josimu Tonoranga Manaka, though Mababe want to.
Harmony Twitiwa to turn over them. Mashni Manina Mashnawala.
Next time, a little physical force might be better.
Oh. I fear. Why? I fear. I'm not.
Yeah, maybe if the droid's...
Oh, most certainly, sir. Why?
Bota su.
Fekuri Mariam. Donos Imaragith. Donos Imaragith. Wanarak. Mokaka. Donos Im. Mokka Kamar.
I swear, these players must have skippers up their sleeves.
Tonoranda Manakaran. Ebon Shua.
Back again, I see. Well, there.
Yubachinkom padwana muska na boska wamba. Gavadumba. Bornachini. Deum. Gavadumba.
Malampas tarawan. Jona yurto. Panis. Jun sobe me rapa. No ku. Moga dope. Takan. Kavadumpe. Sunara. Donina. Kavadumpe masura cool. Moga chin. Dope. Kich. Kavadumpe masu.
Daklat Dahupa Kawan Tarak Krono King Bulatonga Chopa Chavwa Gnrute
Dahupa botenyo go kavadumpe masuraku.
You're interrupting him. Can't do anything when ships Yes, but Goto and his exchange hijacks for money.
Aida, I didn't think I'd ever find you. I can't believe you're here before me.
The destruction of Telos? I can't even tell you what happened after, being shuttled from system to system barely one planet ahead of the Sith fleet.
Shh, we can talk about it later. You have my thanks, stranger. I can only hope you have as much luck at what you're looking for. It's strange you came by when you did. I was right at the edge of deciding whether to give up. I'll remember that. Thanks again, stranger.
Let's not make this a habit. I don't want your good nature rubbing off on me.
Rico asotoye rinke frite de ducha or samba sugna kapla wiye tinya tal chiro runta gamsa. Rishunko jova nincha chimba taksitre duchu si juju pitie prim taba nin sochu.
Time to even the odds. Time to kick you down to size.
There's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true. Great, I'll, just find my way out, all right?
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning. If you draw another ±1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out. Pazak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating. Whatever, cheater.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
I am prepared. I understand now.
Message on the comlink. Looks like trouble. I think this is something everyone will want to hear. The droid's the one who picked up the message. He's got it all ready to display. Well, good thing it's not a trap.
It may be a trap, but traps work both ways. This Visquis, his kind are spread through the lower reaches of Nar Shaddaa, and he may have information. But the choice is yours. If you go, you will have to go alone.
It's just off the docks, near one of the far traffic pylons. He's got you at a disadvantage there, though. The place is filled with cyanogen gas. One whiff of that, and it'll be the last breath you take. You'll need something to allow you to breathe there, and disguise you from the other patrons. You're right. Without breathing and skin protection, you'll be dead in seconds. Besides, you'll need a full bodysuit if you want to remain disguised. Can't bring any droids in there either. There's a lot of electromagnetic activity in the area. Screws with comm links and behavior cores. Don't be surprised if your auto map starts showing static either. Well, I wouldn't keep him waiting. If...
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no Chabi. Du Rantamana Sobu. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema. Moka Kamaran and Doso. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Donos Emeragith. Wanarakorachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. Moka Kamaran and Moka Kamar. Taranamos. Donos Emeragith. Wanarakor. Moka Kamaran and Doso Ranwi. Moka Kamaran. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
Hey, look, I wanted to tell you. Be careful. I won't be able to contact you via the comlink if something happens. And I'm betting that Squidhead knows it. Look, take these. They're healing packs. If your suit gets breached, you'll need to inject them fast if you don't want your lungs to seize up. And trust me, once the seizures start, you'll be dead. Watch yourself, and don't be too long. I'll keep an eye out here until you return. And I know just the place.
So, you're the big Jedi that everyone's been talking about. You don't look so tough to me. I thought you Jedi were supposed to be smart, and here you are running around Nar Shaddaa sticking your lightsaber into everyone's business. What, were you planning to save everyone on this moon? You're attracting more attention than a fleet of Sith warships. I'm Mira. I'm the best bounty hunter in this system, and that's not me bragging, that's fact. I had you in my sights ever since you landed. I've been watching you run all over the refugee sector like a bantha, and for someone with a price on their head as high as yours, you sure don't know how to keep a low profile. Look, I know that squid-head Visquis sent you a message to meet him in the Tar. He works for Goto, and it's a trap. I'm betting he's going to lure you in there, start a fight, and then he's going to wrap you up and deliver you to Goto. Dead, claiming you attacked him. Well, whatever your reasons are, the fact you're meeting with Visquis is what I want to talk about. If I know about it, that means everybody else on this moon knows about it, or will soon enough. And when that happens, the bounty hunter truce is off. That means things are going to get real ugly real quick. I think your friends are the ones in trouble.
Well, this sure beats staying on the ship. A few drinks to keep me on my toes, a few games of Pazak to keep the mind alert. Should be enough to keep me out of trouble until our fearless leader straightens things out. Give me a hit of Juma, and keep 'em coming. Well, looks like staying on the ship was a bad idea after all. That's what I love about Nar Shaddaa, the company. So, I don't think I caught your names. You two work here, or?
Manansa kapuna wasiro toke. Ni juva mari kikema. Wanatu mobayes?
Yeah? What happened to your master?
Kichu no kada mirenito. Wanatu mobayes? Dorcha no bankani. Kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamak.
No, actually, I'm here protecting someone, keeping them out of trouble, by acting as a distraction for people looking to harm her. Because with assassins like you two running around Nar Shaddaa, I think you're another problem my friend doesn't need.
Tawanti malare? Kono wisoto randa krani? Kawana bota atagwa kanka diwa. Yutaka alwanji umalipa. Tues mahawika si wawanta mo guika wansoba. Wakama tahupo botenyo go jucho picha. Gwem tabani.
Why don't you two shuttas try it, and we'll see what happens.
Mosicho minton baramba tinito. Wamba siso misum.
More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from. Well, that's it. The bounty hunter truce is off. That means this place is gonna get real bad, real fast. I better get back to the ship. Warn the others.
I don't know why a Jedi would come here. There's so much noise on this moon.
Of course, it makes detecting a Jedi difficult.
But to be in a place where one drowns in the Force, why would a Jedi wish that?
A simple question, to which I ask another. Why should a Jedi want to hide?
Hey, we need to move out.
What do you mean?
The truce between the bounty hunters in Nar Shaddaa is off. There's gonna be a war. A trap in the Jek-Jek-Tar is bad enough, but having 100 bounty hunters on your back is something else.
She was told to meet alone. We cannot disrupt their meeting until the alien reveals the information he has.
Look, we need to move. They're coming after us, not the exile.
These hunters will be tracking the exile as well. We must warn her.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm guessing we're in a lot more trouble than she is.
Mokka kamaranen dosoran we no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Mokka kamaranen dosoran we no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam gawata situ insula raka rakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopiguna wana si chokoratawa.
Anybody here catch that? All I understood was very.
I think he wanted us to give up the general to his poorly trained collection of bounty hunters.
Ah, well, that would explain it. Which one do you want?
I'll take the stupid one, who decided to threaten us rather than shoot us when he had the chance.
Yeah, this is one of my safe houses. It's not too pretty to look at, but keeps away prying eyes. Yeah, well, it's one of those trade-offs. All the freighter exhaust from the docks, you know. Some aliens actually like breathing it, if you can believe it. You could say I've gotten used to it. This is actually perfume compared to how the rest of the docks smell. You know, Visquis is arranging a trap for you in the Jek-Jek-Tar. No surprise there. Thing is, he intends to cut the bounty hunters out of the loop and deliver you to Goto personally. Not smart from where I'm standing. Oh, you will. Just not right now. In fact, you're going to stay here until I meet with Visquis. Well, that smell you noticed when you came in? It's probably filtering through your lungs right now. I upped the dosage in case you had some Jedi training to resist poisons. Anybody without olfactory blockers, like I have, is going to start feeling dizzy and eventually fall unconscious. Good night, Jedi. Let me just take that environment suit, and I'll be back soon.
Dawancha mori konsova. Shegji King Lord Chawatawama. Meko gari ti chwako.
Good eyes, Hanhar. No wonder you're still number 2 on Nar Shaddaa. Yeah, and maybe you'd like to explain why you've decided to backstab Goto and claim the Jedi for yourself. You signed on with Boga the Hutt? Visquis, Yeah, right. I'm not telling you where the Jedi is. It's my bounty. And that means she's under my protection.
I know you can hear me. The numbness you feel should be wearing off soon, but not before we've spoken. When I first heard you were on Nar Shaddaa, I didn't quite believe it. I didn't think anyone could track me here, but I see I underestimated you. I've watched you as you have traveled the refugee sector. I've seen what you have done, what I refused to do. Even exiled, you are more a Jedi than I. If anything, know that your actions have convinced me I can stand by and watch no longer while the exchange closes its grip on this sector. I know a young woman went to meet with Visquis in your place. He will not negotiate with her. He will kill her. I intend to rescue her. I will return shortly, or not at all. If you have come to this moon for answers, or for revenge, then you will follow me. For if I fail, then you will be denied both.
Listen to me. Clear your thoughts. Still your breathing. Let the trace amounts of air in your lungs hold you. The Force can sustain you. Listen to it. Let let it keep you alive until you reach safety. It is an old technique similar to the healing trance. Some Jedi can hold their breath for hours, even days.
Kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa. Kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa. Yuta kavadumpe masuraku. Tahupo Kawanabota Tagwa. Tarakona Gosarabas. No Terukaso. Bananoche. Onto Mexico.
That does it, Hanhar. I don't want to kill you, but I will if you don't get out of my way. Harder than I thought. Let's leave this right here. A little harder than I thought. A little harder than I thought. need to get out of here before Visquis executes me. My life. The honor is mine.
While the Jedi remains on Nar Shaddaa, my eyes shall watch her. Enough. What an amusing Jedi specimen you are.
Glad somebody arrived. Saves me the trouble of having to break out of here. Name's Mira. I've been watching you all stumble around this moon for a while, causing trouble. But now you've got Goto's attention, and he's the last person you want to have watching you. You may have defeated Visquis, but you won't take down Goto so easily. And now he's the one who has your friend. Well, we can deal with that once we're out of here and someplace safe. Come on, I know one place where they won't find us.
Awaken, beast. I have saved your life, beast. That makes it mine. Kneel. Because I need you to hunt, beast. This prey is something you have chased all your life. You are born and bred to it, like no predator before you. No, that you shall not do. You will not bring harm to the exile, and if you do, beast, I shall break you. The screams of your tribe of primitives, even your madness will not... Oh, the life debts of your people. I shall promise you this, beast. Unlike the red-maned huntress, as long as you are loyal, I shall never show you mercy. No pity. But most of all, I promise you an end to your debt. The pain will... you will... I will tell you where you must go. If you survive that place, then she will come to you. But first, I must prepare you for what is to come.
We took out Visquis, but Goto has her. And that means no bounty for me. The only way to reach Goto is if we had a Jedi, but now he's got your friend. He doesn't have anybody else he wants captured. He's got a cloaking device. He's the one that arranges the meetings on his ship, and until then, He can't be found. Trust me, if anyone knew how to track his ship, he'd have every bounty hunter and criminal on Nar Shaddaa gunning for it. If you were hunting for Goto's yacht, your freighter would be flying blind. Well, unless it was one of Voga the Hutt's cargo ships. Then it would be snapped up by Goto pretty quick. Goto's been preying on Vaga's freighters for a while now. It's the reason Vaga's had to haul his bulk up here to Nar Shaddaa from Nar Shaddaa. Even with all the traffic around Nar Shaddaa, Goto seems to always know which ones are Voga's, and his ship just snaps them up. Probably does it by tracking their transponder codes, but no one knows how he's getting them. I guess. You'd need to get the codes first, then retrofit your ship so it had the right transponder signal. Problem is, Voga's shut down the droid warehouse, until he can find out who's been leaking the codes. You'd have to be a droid to get in there.
Before I accept this, I see. There should be no problems then. Credits will be transferred to your account as usual. Let's get you to work. Report to C.
I certainly hope. I think he should. Oh, some. But no.
I am sorry. If you do not wish... Good.
Oh, you're back. That's...
Yes?
What's all the commotion? Oh, I see. Yeah. Just a moment. There. You're welcome.
This area. You. Now. Real. Oh my. Oh my. I monitor the transponder codes. The information is sent to a remote Oh, I see. In that case, I will... You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me... Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
Confident statement. Surprised statement. Amusing.
Wait, where are you going? You are not authorized to leave the warehouse.
There you are. What kept you? Yeah, I know there's droids in the warehouse. So what? He says he's got the transponder codes. We can change the ID signature of the Ebon Hawk. We could go to the repair shop by the landing pad to overhaul the Ebon Hawk's codes. From there, we should make a nice target for Goto.
Count me in.
Yeah, right. You're the one who wanted to sell her to Goto in the first place.
Yeah, trust me.
Mokka kamaranin.
Hawait matiwa chana.
Tonoranda manakan. Ipoin tanabewe. Tandi Goto.
Uh-oh. We've got insects. Looks like... The Gand are insects, I think. The whole colony usually hang out in the Jek Tar. I guess whatever price is on our head is enough. We're not getting...
Say the word.
Let's move out.
I hear you.
Let's take care of this, fast.
Raktara cemense bingaru. Der interunto wakare kwe. Tere wana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dosane gravalantro kwe wapa tana chingaradana. Tere wana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinto kawre kare papanala ranchinga. Derace wemenoto torere senesensen.
Taranamo Sibu and Asarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Mokka Kamaran and Dosso ran with Nocha, Taranamo Sibu and Asaran, Mokka Kamaran and
I was expecting someone taller. I hope you are not in too much pain to hear my words and understand them. I am Goto, one of the officials representing a percentage of non-sanctioned trading here in both the YouTube system and Republic space. And I had a question for you. Are you a Jedi? Good. I am already wasting precious minutes in granting you this audience, and I do not wish to waste any more. I have gone to considerable expense and effort to bring you here. It is because I have a job for you. Yes, but I am not in the habit of asking for things, and you were so difficult to find even after that small incident on Paragus. There is something important to me I need protected. The Republic. It is broken. What happened on Paragus has set in motion events that I can no longer control. Not to be melodramatic, but I fear it has broken the galaxy irrevocably. This has occupied much of my attention, and there seems to be no predictable way to resolve the situation. one standard month, the Republic will collapse. Not due to war or secession, but because it lacks the infrastructure to support itself. It is unknown to all but a few, but the Republic lost the Jedi Civil War. At the time of their defeat, the Republic was on the brink of collapse. Rather than remain and continue his campaign against the Republic, however, Revan chose to leave known space. A frustrating turn of events, as a rallying figurehead could have done much to restore order. There is something moving in the galaxy that lies beyond the ability of my instruments to detect or predict. I believe it to be a legacy of the Sith, but I have been unable to determine the source. Whatever this presence is, it is staging strikes at key figures throughout the Republic, and through some unknown means, it is causing the destruction of worlds. KOTOR, a Miraluka world in the Mid-Rim, was one such place. I have reason to suspect there was a gathering of Jedi on that world when it was rendered lifeless. I cannot find any pattern in these attacks, and it is a source of frustration to me. There is some clue, however, that perhaps the Jedi are linked to these attacks, or that the targets are significant in some way I have yet to discover. You misunderstand me. I do not wish to stop the Sith any more than I wish to stop the Jedi. It is simply important to me that the infighting amongst these Jedi religious branches be resolved so the galaxy may be put back together. I do not care which one triumphs. I only want the universe to settle down for a while, catch its breath. All these constant crises are getting somewhat repetitive. You could say I am something of a patriot. Although I was unable to serve during the troubles with the Mandalorians or against the aggressors known as Malak and Revan, I am able and willing to serve now. The problem is I can find no side to choose. Both are hidden from me as they seem to be hiding from each other. Irritating. It is like a Dejaric board where neither player can see the other, nor see all the pieces. It is not a fair game, an equitable game. Bazak bores me. I often suspect my opponent of cheating. I prefer predictable games, such as galactic economics. Excellent. It really is in your best interests, you know. There is no margin for error when I say that these Sith seek to murder you and all Jedi everywhere. They have been quite deficient. And when they dispose of you, there will be nothing left to stop them, and the galaxy will fall under their influence. Ah, well, there is where we are at cross purposes. I cannot set you free. You have a tendency to cause dangerous repercussions wherever you go, and I would rather keep those to a minimum. The galaxy really is a fragile place right now. I am a businessman. The Republic needs stability to survive, prosper, and grow. Whether it is led by the Sith or supported by the Jedi is of no consequence to me. It is the proximity alarm. We are under attack. Somehow your allies have found you. Unexpected. You will remain here under guard. I must see to the defense of my ship.
Announcement. We seek to make Goto aware of our services, allowing us to facilitate communication and terminate hostilities in the galaxy. If that means blowing up planets, slaughtering entire species, or allying ourselves with the Sith, then that is the logical choice. Our predecessor would never understand our directives. He was slow, weak, and his vocabulary was prone to static. Spelling master. Spelling master.
What's wrong?
I hear you.
No one crosses the bridge.
They have gotten farther than I calculated. They are very resourceful. But they shall go no farther. Deploy the guard droids. Raise the force fields. We will trap them within the ship. Activate the mines. Let us see how far they get now.
Yes? What is it?
This shall not stop us for long.
This must be the nerve center of the ship. I say we take it out.
I suggest you surrender. Your chances for escaping this vessel are near zero, and your chances of survival are rapidly approaching that number. Your ship and your lives are mine. The only question is how much resources you want me to expend in subduing you.
This shall not stop us for
More visitors. I don't know how many more of these pests I can disintegrate. Ah, what remains of the bounty hunters have found me. Now it is time to cue the detonation sequence.
Donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Taranamo sibu endasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, machabi doko, tonaranga manachunga.
Mechana kreve mopa, tamasuna ramga ma chochane.
I can't believe we just blew up Goto's yacht. That's going to destabilize crime throughout this whole sector.
Yeah, well, you'll understand if I hold back the tears.
You don't understand. Crime in the YouTube system, it's like the economy. Plus the power vacuum. Even if Voga gets up and running again, the system is going to be feeling the effects for years to come.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't find that Jedi Master with the weird name. Zez, Kai, whatever it is.
Zez Kyle? Well, that's not true. I already found him. Actually, he found me first. He hired me to watch out for you, keep Goto off your back until he could meet with you. We'll need to head back to Nar Shaddaa, to that safe house off the docks. I said I'd meet up with him there if we ran into any trouble. What do you want now?
If you thought to escape my notice so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, this droid. It will serve you well on your journey. You would be surprised at how little I care about what you think. As I indicated, it will also serve as an effective voice for my orders during your journey. I cannot harm you. You are the key. Pray that you do not prove yourself. It was not as much as I need you.
So, you have returned from exile. Kavar thought you might, if only to wander your old battlegrounds. But I did not think you would come to Nar Shaddaa. Still, you were always a difficult one to read, both when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you. I do not know. It was a sense he had, and he had served in war, as you had. Perhaps he thought he understood you. Or maybe he simply hoped he did. He felt you were the key to understanding the threat we face. The others were not so certain, but so many of them are gone now, as you no doubt know. He sensed some connection between you and many of the worlds touched by war. He thought by traveling to such places, he could achieve understanding. No doubt. I think the answers will provide us both with some measure of peace. I have kept secrets for far too long. They have scattered, but there is purpose in their movements. It is both to hunt and draw out our enemies. Somehow, we, are being targeted through the Force, and when Jedi gather, we are vulnerable. So we have chosen places where it is difficult to sense others through the Force, whether on planets dense with life, or touched by war. In such places, we may conceal ourselves, gather information without presenting ourselves as targets. It was part of Kavar's plan. Yes, he felt if our enemy cannot detect us, then perhaps they would believe themselves victorious and show themselves. And we knew that the war would be lost if we continued to act as we had. I do not know where they wander now. There are few of us, though. Too few. And I have not heard from them in some time. Atris, but I had thought she had gone to KOTOR with the others. Yes, she holds the last of the Jedi teachings. It is good she survived. I had not finished my investigations here, and I did not wish to reveal myself. There was nothing I could do. What I can tell you, I will. It is a long story, but there is no harm in you knowing, and someone should know. Only a handful of us remained after the Jedi Civil War, barely 100 in number. Then, even that 100 began to vanish, in places where the Force seemed blind. The only pattern we determined is that when Jedi gathered, they were seen no more. At the last Jedi conclave on the Miraluka world of KOTOR, the entire planet was wiped out. An entire entire race destroyed because the Jedi chose to gather there. It was only then that we realized we were facing something far more powerful than we knew how to fight. We could not allow the fact that when we gathered, we placed everything around us at risk. A Jedi's life is sacrifice, but we cannot allow our presence or actions to endanger others. And we cannot fight an enemy that will not reveal itself. But any Jedi, anyone who is strong in the Force who attempted to track down such a threat, vanished without a trace. I know little about it. I know more of the absence it leaves behind than its face. Whatever this threat was, it was targeting us and everything around us. Yet it was somehow weak enough that it was afraid to confront us openly. If it believed us defeated, then perhaps it would finally show itself. It was a faint hope, but it was the best we had. It was Kavar's plan. He was always the greatest tactician among us, and had seen war more than the rest of us. Very well. We told you it was because you followed Revan to war, but you ask because you are not certain of that answer, nor were we. The day we cast you out, that is the moment I decided to leave the Order, because I do not believe we truly faced the reasons you were exiled, and if we do not examine such truths, then we are already lost. I think it was because we were afraid. It is a difficult thing to live one's life with the Force. To see a vision of what it would be like to be severed from it, it is more frightening than you know. Very well. So the records of your trial were found. Good. Sometimes I think this galaxy would be a better place if there were less Jedi secrets. But I have no answer for you, as much as I would like to give one. We vowed never to speak of it, and although I would not keep promises to Jedi, I keep promises I make to others. And Kavar was a friend. If we were gathered as one, then the promise might be revoked. Until then, I can say nothing. Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally revealed itself, and we Jedi will need to stand together. I did not speak fully of what I have felt. Staying on Nar Shaddaa, it is an exile of sorts, one that I have chosen. I, too, lost a Padawan on Malachor, not to the battle, but to the alternative, to the teachings that Revan brought from the unknown regions. And I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student turn on them. No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. It was a difficult time, a time of strong emotion. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself had grown arrogant in their teachings. It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings and their arrogance and come to recognize that perhaps we are flawed. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun, for Ulic, for Malak, or for you. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead. Our one chance to see where we had gone wrong, and we cast it aside. And now, perhaps there is something wrong in us, in our teachings, and though I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do not. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, there will be nothing, and I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? I have nothing more to say. It provides no comfort at all, for reasons on which I still must keep secret. Suffice to say, redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves otherwise for the... But we have spoken enough, I think. and words I think dull us both. Let us speak through the Force, through sparring. This form you may have already seen much of during the Mandalorian Wars, but it is fitting to speak using elements of the past, I think. Ataru is the name given to the movements of this form. Though it is aggressive, it is focused, and its best use is in combat against a single opponent. This form is somewhat less useful in deflecting blaster shots. Use it when dealing with opponents in close combat, not against a battalion firing heavy blasters at you. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not dulled your instincts, nor the speed at which you learn. I shall go to Dantooine, to the ruins of the Enclave. If you gather the others, I will meet you there. And thank you, Exile. You're returning. It is good that you are back among us.
Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
You interrupting me for... What? Do I look like a passenger ship to you? Ah, all right. You help me, I help you. Fine, I'll do for you. But don't ask of Fasa again. What else? Now that freighters can depart safely, I can use a good pilot. Fasa can do this. Good. I'll send someone for him.
Ulga kilibut malia nuis. Chichiskabul, tapi bograkinun chubagra. Chichiskabul, tapi chayubong, yunbula, chopitiman punjam, watagr.
I received an urgent communication for you from Colonel Tobin. Return to the camp as soon as possible and I will tell you more.
HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
It might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
All right then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk. There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids. You know, I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Hey, it's something for Goto to be jealous of, right? Think of it this way. You can keep Goto in line with it. I don't understand why you won't let me take a look.
Statement. I've had quite enough tampering at the hands of unskilled meatbags such as yourself. I'm not eager to submit to this treatment now or in the future.
Unskilled meatbag? I'll show you unskilled.
Appeasement. I did not mean to imply that you were an unskilled meatbag, as incapable. It is only that I am quite particular with my repairs. Perhaps when I am more confident in your ability.
Iridonian, if I might have a moment.
What is it, Goto?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.